Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel is Finding Value. Today we're going to look at our daily technical analysis update of uranium, take a look at some of these stocks. Everything got sold off today, everything. We got hit hard, right below the belt. I actually own more oil, and today was actually worst day because I own more oil because some of the oil companies got smoked too. But we'll dive in there. I'll give you my financial opinion. If you guys need help getting through this commodity bull market, please sign up below the Finding Value website below the Platinum membership if you guys need some help. We'll step through the charts together, see what's going on. So we've got the uranium futures contract pricing, which actually doesn't look bad. The future contract pricing continues to step higher. We were down a little bit today, but overall, the futures prices obviously look the best of anything. Looking at the Sprott Physical Uranium Trust, it is selling off. We bounced and we basically hit our head on this resistance level through here. We're pulling on back. The volume is strong, and we've gotten some good, strong selling pressure, and we could come back to this support level down here. URNM obviously not faring as well. We are breaking down below this support level, and what I did is I drew it on this level and these two lines there. Now, obviously, you could do some manipulation of this and say our last line of defense is more like down here, which is a possibility as well. And that you could just be saying, well, you're moving the lines. You could also draw this line up to the top here and have a very wide expanding wedge, and we'll see. But we also have a support line that we are breaking to the downside that goes through this level here. So we are breaking through that to the downside, and we'll see if this support level holds tomorrow, coming through this area, if you draw it with two different lines like that. Camco, this is the major component of URNM. It is at that support level, drawing it off here, if you were to cut through and draw that. So coming into the dailies, I was on the daily, large sell-off, lots of momentum today. We're right at that support level. Bannerman. So looking at Bannerman, we are still above the support area coming through here. If it loads, there it is, coming through this line here. And, big picture view. I mean, it's a big sell-off today. Everything sold off quite largely today. But this is what we look like here. We've broken that to the upside. We had a nice, good, strong move up, and then we've been kind of slowly selling off here. Could have even a support line going through that way. Goviak's selling off today. Let's zoom in a little bit. Right at support, kind of the medium picture view here. We blew through this support, sold off, and now we're at this support, and we'll see if it holds. Global Atomic, this guy is selling off below its support level. This could mean that we have a larger pullback on our hands, and we could pull back a good amount. Looking to the left, now we're looking at support lines to the left. So we've got a support maybe, I'd say, through kind of this area here about where it's at. And we'll see if this holds here. That's the next support level that I see that's got lots of trading. So it's basically right where it's at. Force is getting hit pretty hard, 20% down. The volatility that you want to the upside is also quite cutting on the downside. So let's get a picture here. Delete that out. And guys, we could come all the way back to this breakout. This could be a full retest to this breakout, which is kind of crazy here. And this is that strong support. So we broke out, kind of came up, and then we might come all the way back down. If it does, I mean, I would be a big time buyer there if it comes back to that level, and depends how much money I have at the time. Pure Point Uranium, a little bit of a sell-off compared to the other guys, but it's still well within its, we'll call it the range that it's been trading in. Deep Yellow, moving on up, I drew in this trend line here, hitting the contact in the bottoms through here. We're right at that support area. We'll see if that one holds. Paladin Energy, another one that's basically at support coming through here. We have another support line that's roughly in this general vicinity right where it's at. So there's support through there as well. And then if not, we're going to come back to this blue line-ish area. That's what this guy is here. Coming all the way back there. There's a support zone all through this general vicinity for Paladin. Looking at Sky Harbor selling off. It's back below its breaking this trend line coming up here, the steep trend line. There's a trend line coming across there. So we've broken below that. We've broken below this. This is looking a little bit more rough. We look to the left for support. There's some support through this general vicinity here coming through, and that's basically where we're sitting at, very close to that area. It's a support band, and you could even bring it all the way down to maybe about there, because we had lots of hits through there as well. So that's kind of the support area. There's a support area there too. Canalaska, another one that's right at support. We'll see if that holds. Next Gen Energy, that's also looking like it's ready to fall out of its support, but we also have, kind of looking to the left, there's support through this general vicinity, kind of in this general area in here for Next Gen Energy. Baseload Energy, another one that's got higher lows, but we have a lot of selling pressure today. Lots of strong selling pressure. So there's the selling pressure there that we're looking at. Fishing 3.0, another one that's getting some selling pressure today, down 9.14%. And we're looking across this way. We got support through, maybe through here, which we've broken. And now, there's support down maybe through this vicinity in here. We're gonna have to back out here. Yeah, there's support through this vicinity down there. A little bit below it at about 6-7 cents. Fission, we're above support, but again, that's a lot of selling pressure, a lot of momentum coming down here. Scaring a lot of people, isn't it? Kazatomprom moving sideways here, looking like a big winner today. Peninsula Energy, again, it's selling off. We have support down here, a ways below. Support for Boss Energy is $1.40-ish. Consolidated Uranium selling off, but we got a wick at the bottom. At least we got some buying pressure down there. Is there a support area coming through this general vicinity? Probably about where it touched, almost where it touched. Lotus Resources, this is one that is actually up. A nice good bullish hammer candlestick there for that one. But with the overall market selling off like they are, I'd be hesitant. I'd like to see more buying pressure throughout the markets. And the buying pressure could step in at any second, guys. It could be very strong, but Uroy is selling off a little bit. Again, what I do is I look to the left-hand side, and then I look for support. And the support coming through here, you can even draw it all the way back here. You got some like resistance and support coming up multiple times through here. And that's right where we're at. So we'll see if that holds. Encore Energy down 15%, right on support. And we'll see if that support line holds. It may or may not. And we may have a larger pullback at our hands. You got what I got kicked in the nuts, I mean. Yeah. So coming through here, we got a couple of lines. It's breaking through that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually draw this up here. I'm going to draw it a little bit differently. Because remember, guys, this isn't like hard science here. But there's a support line through there. It looks like we're trying to play with it right now. We'll see if the buyers step in tomorrow and create some buying pressure there. And then you got the lines going across. And you could really draw this thing up. There's some good support in this general vicinity there as well. Underneath it. URG, yeah, you know me. Should be a line going across here. And then we could draw another line going across in the big long term if we wanted to. There's the line going across, and we haven't come down and hit that support yet. UEC, another one that's been selling off. We have support underneath it. which is a ways away. We broke this flag pattern to the upside, got maybe a little bit overextended maybe. So maybe I can kind of draw this more like that. And that's UEC could, still could move lower. Let's get that out of the way there. This is right on support for LEU. LEU. LTBR coming on down. We've got support underneath that at about 575 or so. ISO energy. We should have support right through here is what I see, that red line going across. There should be a line going across there. But that's their support right through this vicinity here. And that's kind of right where we're at. So we have an intersection of support right where the price is at. If you guys are brave, there you go. If you're brave, and maybe I'll be brave. Maybe I'll be brave. Appia Energy, this thing could be doing a full retest move, basically. We've got the support line coming through here. We're sitting on top of it. And maybe it pulls back all the way to 24 cents. I bought this a while back, guys, at like 20-something cents myself back in 2020s. And we could come back and be able to buy it again. It's a full retest move, breakout, return move, and then hopefully a big move higher. Fingers crossed. Denison Mines pulling on back. We've got support right where the white line is. It's got a good ways below it. If that support line does not hold, you can also draw. You could draw it kind of sideways like this. There's different ways. There's no right or wrong answer, but there's a lot of contact points through here where we can find some support, somewhere in this general vicinity and see if it supports it right now. Blue Sky, Uranium. I had to tape this a second time, guys. My first video failed the upload. Something was wrong with the video itself, unfortunately. Blue Sky's got some good support underneath this through the sideways action here. If I scroll back out, there's good support, coming through this general vicinity through, man, I'm going to drag it lower. There's some good support. There's support all through this general vicinity because you bounced all through here, all through here. There's like a big zone that basically we have, and it's coming to contact that support zone. Forum Energy Metals is also coming through a support zone there. That's kind of right where that's at. AEC pulling on back. There's some good support all through this general vicinity. Laramide getting shell-shocked today. Shell-shocked. Absolutely shell-shocked. No bueno there with the selling pressure. I'm looking for stuff on the left-hand side here, guys. Like, basically seeing if there's where the support is. There's some support through this general vicinity that multiple hits. I mean, there's support all through down here, but again, guys, this thing has gotten sold off quite dramatically here. Western Uranium, Vanadium. Getting sold off just like the rest of the crew. It is breaking to the downside of these patterns. I think we have everybody on the internet right now. We have a fast internet too. But it's breaking to the downside here. Oh, that's the bottom of the chat pattern. That's what's going on. But it's breaking to the downside. We do have some support going across here at about 84 cents below it. UEXCF. Kind of zooming out. Looks like it's breaking below its support line as well. There it is on a big picture view. We had a nice, good support line going through there. We had another support line going through here, and it's starting to dip below it. Sometimes these dip below it, and they do a slingshot higher. I'm not claiming that this time. I'm just seeing, where we're at. The momentum is strong. We are getting a little bit of buying pressure at the end of that candlestick, so that's at least somewhat positive. But I'd like to see the buyer step in here. Mega Uranium selling off today. It still has some support through here. Come on, load. There we go. It's right on support of this uptrend line. And we'll see if that uptrend line uptrend line holds. Trying to say 3 words at once. Standard uranium right down there at support. We'll see if that support holds. If it goes down just a little bit, that could be a slingshot bottoming pattern. If you are crazy and brave to be buying at that level. ALXEF selling off today, down 19%, coming on back. We've got Valor Metals right at support. We'll see if this support line holds. Elevate Uranium, another one that's still looking okay above support. And then 92E is also above the support lines, still looking good. But overall, guys, the uranium sector got hit pretty hard, just like the rest of the market. Uranium's obviously one of the most volatile commodities or volatile sectors, but that's how you get the biggest returns. It's got to be the most volatile. So a lot of momentum to the downside. And this momentum